Hi, Bianca. Welcome back to Bob's Radio. And this time, not as just an artist alone, but also an artist who's released a new song. It's come a long way.
Yeah. Hey, thank you for having me.
I mean, it's an
Thank you so
absolute
much.
pleasure every time we get you on to talk to you about, because your music is so refreshing, yeah. And especially the
Um,
story that you have. You come from a dance background, a corporate career, and then to come out with a song, it's very popish and very in trending and relevance in terms of music as well. So kudos to what you pull off, yeah.
Thank you so much. Thank you. It's a very different direction from what I've done before, like the songs that I've put out before. Very different genre. But
Yeah,
yeah, it
so
was fun.
you had Ulje Dil, which we really loved. Then there was Crawling Away, which is full-fledged English. Now you
Yeah.
put the language from the last two songs into one song. Now this is more like an English song, Din Raat. Tell us the idea
Yes.
behind it. Right now, I mean, when I hear the lyrics and all that, it sounds more like this song that is yearning for that lover of sorts. Is that the kind?
Yeah. It is basically yes, yearning for a lover, but mainly when you like start liking somebody new or you have a crush on someone and you just can't like stop thinking about them. They're in your head all the time. It's that it's that feeling, that initial phase of attraction. So yeah, that's what the song is about.
Some of the best love songs are written on this particular theme. I know, I hope you know that.
Oh my God. Oh my God, that's a very big compliment. Thank you.
And also, I was very kicked about the intro. You have the bass line, which is so solid in the song. I know you have a great producer, but let me ask you this. So, whose idea was that? Because it's throughout the song.
Yeah, so I had actually performed the song live before it's released. There was an indie showcase here in Bombay. It was organized by this community called Tilt Fam, and yeah, I was opening for that showcase, and I got the opportunity to perform like most of my originals and a cover as well.
Huh?
So yeah, I that was the first time I performed that song, and we like jammed onto the song from scratch, and it was like everything was done from scratch, and that's when we like sort of jammed on it and came up with this bass line. And I was like, somehow when I composed the song, I was very particular that I want a very groovy bass line to it, because the song has that it needs that groovy quirkiness to it.
Huh.
So yeah, I wanted it to be that way. I wanted the song to like start with bass. So yeah, and I had an amazing bassist on board with me that played something of this sort. And then when we produced the song with Suyash, he had an amazing bassist to play the bass line. He also like did complete justice to what I had in mind. So yeah.
There's one thing about you having a vision and you also having a look, I mean, a sort of a feel for the song, but it's also having a good producer who thinks in the same line of you and mastering it together. That also
Yeah,
is a big deal, right? And it's
totally.
no way short of any of those big commercial numbers. That's a guarantee. It sounds very popish, very in the scene sort of a music. I'm sure it's come a long way. How long did it take you to pen this whole song down?
I wrote the song in 2022, like somewhere in early 2022, and it was just there lying in my drafts. And I was like, I mean, I had planned to release Ulje Dil first and then Crawling Away, and I was like, let's release this one next. So yeah, it was just there since a while, and then finally we worked on it. I got in touch with Suyash, the producer, somewhere in October, late October or November, and then we started working on it together. And then it was a little delayed as well. Like there was a lot of like ups and downs like towards the production and the end product. I mean, because I guess I'm not sure if you know this, but Suyash is from Chennai, and I'm here in Bombay. We've actually never met. We connected through Instagram, and yeah, I mean, Suyash is a student, and he was yeah he and he produces amazing music. And yeah, I mean, he had his studies, and then poor thing, he fell sick, and in spite of all that, we managed
So
somehow
is it
to
is it
come
is
up
it
with this.
is it like an ode to Suyash's efforts that the song's name is called Dindrat for all his efforts for Dindrat?
That actually makes a lot of sense because he actually used to work like he used to pull all-nighters for this. We used to have meetings in the night, like to discuss now, like discuss about the first draft and okay, now what's next and this and that. And yeah, he also managed to get like amazing artists on board. So the guitarist and the bassist, like both of them were like really amazing.
To get a song sounding like a full packed number or a track as far as it's not just you're envisioning but also putting these people together, and sometimes
Yeah.
comes at a cost as well. So were the pockets quite deep for this?
Actually, no, because we Suyash and me collaborated on this one, and yeah, we tried to do it in like the lowest budget possible, but yes, we both are independent artists and we both are trying to make it there. So yeah, we kind of help each other out in this one.
I mean, when like minds meet together, I think the common goal is achieved without much of an hassle. Why
Yeah,
the delay? I mean, of course, the reasons, but for a regular layman to understand, you've written your songs in 2022. I understand from an artist point of view, there are a lot of other challenges that come across. But why the delay
yeah.
so long? Is it because you had to go through multiple producers, costs? What are the reasons?
I started writing in like 2021, but I actually started putting out music in last year in like end of April. And yeah, like I said, I had planned my first two releases, like first one to be Ulje Dil. I want the first one to be like both the songs are like very very special to me and it's in the genre of rock, so I wanted like these two to be the first ones. And I'm glad I did because Ulje Dil like got really good response and people really appreciated the song.
Right.
Crawling Away, sorry.
No, no, I think right.
Yeah. So Crawling Away did not do as well as I expected it to be, but then the song was extremely personal to me because it's like my story. So it's okay. That song was for me, like just for me. So that's all right. I mean, people did give me like very good feedback. Some people did really like it, but I guess when you're an indie artist in India, sometimes English songs do not do as well as compared to Hindi. So yeah, that's something that like I was already expecting, but it's all right. It's never too late.
See, the game is changing. Things are changing for the better. That's definitely something you can always look at. Yes, it is
Definitely.
it is a hard pill to digest when you look at English music as per se. But
Yeah.
you are not just someone who writes music for yourself, but do you also ghostwrite for other people?
I have not started that as of yet, but I am very much interested to do that.
Because I know you
Yeah.
have great writing skills. That is one. And also sometimes, when an artist gets into writing music or, getting the craft out, there is always this
Yeah.
question of what am I going to do for bread and butter?
Yeah.
So is it the gigs that are helping you? I know you have to do covers. There's no way you can't do covers unless you have like a plethora of, massive discography to pull out songs back and forth. But how does it work when
Yeah.
you run your daily errands?
Yeah, so it's basically doing gigs and some recording projects here and there. And yeah, it's basically that. And eventually I plan on starting to teach, but I myself am very new to the scene, to music, because I've like completely shifted my entire career. So yeah, I think like I should better myself to an extent where I feel confident enough to be able to like start teaching.
Right.
But yeah, that's my plan in the future. And also I also plan to like release massive amount of music myself so that I can do just like gigs where I just do originals.
Right.
And yeah, I have plans to do some showcases like with other indie artists and myself, where we just showcase our original music. And yeah, I plan to do stuff like that as well.
Well, I hope
So I hope that goes well.
we hope all of
Sorry.
life, because we know for a fact that how difficult it is for an artist who's gone full fledgedly into music to even forget even running the daily expenses, but even putting bread on the table. It's a
Yeah.
hard call to make because it's a passion to go at. And also with the current scenario, I was just having a chat with someone recently from the US of how the music industry is changing. and it's ever
Hmm.
changing. But now it's more like the artist has looked more like a business angle and not more in terms of a craft that they bring. So a lot of challenges are out there. So if Bianca is
Definitely.
putting out music, what is it in the long run? Do you want to go out and tour? Do you want to be under a label? What's it like? What is your vision for yourself?
Yes, I want to be working with the label in the future sometime. As of now, I'm just focusing on putting out my work there and seeing, just going with the flow. But yes, in the future, I would like to work with the label so I can do the same thing that I'm doing right now, but on a much bigger
Larger
scale.
scale.
Yeah, yeah. But yeah, let's hope for the best. Let's see what happens.
I mean, God willing, you get what you want, and I'm sure you deserve it as well. Now, let's ask you
And
this. This song has not been, I mean, there's no video yet done for Din Raat, I'm guessing, because I've tried searching for
yes.
it everywhere, knowing the kind of hacks Bianca and her crew pulls off. I was wondering why there's no video yet on this one. Budgets?
So the video is in works. It
Okay.
will come out. Yes, it's a little late. But yeah, we are working on the video and it's gonna come out real soon. I don't have a date yet, but it's not gonna be very long, for sure.
Now, you had
Probably in a month's time.
your husband is involved in helping you with this music video as well.
Oh, so he has helped me with the choreography, yes, since he's a choreographer himself. And since the song is so dancy and groovy, there's a little bit of dancing here and there, and yeah, you will see more of that when the video comes out. And I also like plan to do other like videos, dance videos on the song because
There'll be
as an
hook steps,
artist,
like Instagram challenge.
yes, yeah, I plan to do that, but I don't want to make it too cliche where that typical hook step challenge. But yeah, I mean, as an artist at this day and age, I think you have to also be a content creator uh, on social media. It's just a given these days. So
What do you think of it?
not the best at it, but trying.
What do you think of it? An artist having to be a creator as well on board on the gram.
I think honestly, it's not the best because not every artist likes to do it, but then you kind of have to if you want to sell your stuff out there. You want people to see what what is it that you create. I think it's very important to like put your stuff out there and make content, but then the idea of
Music gets redundant.
making, yeah, and I think the idea of like making content constantly, the pressure of being a proper content creator, you have to post this much like every week. That is when it gets difficult. Keeping in mind that you have other things to do and the
It's funny, right?
discipline.
How we quit careers to come and do something to music, and then eventually, I mean, your biggest marketing or promotional tool is Instagram, and then you have to end up
Instagram,
following what Instagram tells you. You become an employee of
yeah,
Instagram without a contract, but
exactly. Yes, that's what's happening right now. But I guess you gotta do what you gotta do.
it is the ask of the day. There's no way you can stray away from that unless people say it's a bubble that's about to be burst and all that. We don't see anything close to it even coming and giving a platform as a great marketing tool apart from Instagram or TikTok in the West. So that's a long shot to look at or even hope for that to happen. But we wish you
Yeah.
the best, and I'm sure Din Raat will be playing your music. And I mean, I'm full puns with this song, huh?
Yeah,
What's
I'm glad you
your
like it.
what's your best takeaway from the song when you played it out to somebody, someone, whatever they told you?
The thing that I get the most about the song is it's very catchy. The hook, because it repeats quite a few times. So that's what I've heard, that it's quite catchy. And I've like performed the song here quite a few times, and people that I've heard it, they they always say the same thing. It's very catchy. Like the hook line is just can't get you off my mind. And that's what they tell me. I can't get your song off my mind after listening to it. So that's like the best feeling ever when I get to hear that.
Give us a snippet of it, no, please. Putting you on the
Okay.
spotlight again.
Yeah, like last time. All right. All right. So it goes. तेरे ही बारे में सोचूं दिन हो या रात, तू ही बता दे कि अब करूं मैं क्या. Just can't get you off my mind, just can't get you off my mind, just can't get you off my mind, my mind.
What
That's the
control, Bianca. You're just getting better with every song. And
oh my god.
so I know with the kind of PAs and acoustics that would have been at these gigs, there's a reason why this song is so catchy. It's got the right tune. And of course, you have English for your heart and you have Hindi for the public. So that's a great combination together.
I
So
like that line very much. English for your heart and Hindi for the public.
well done. I'm going to wish you all the best, and we'll start pushing your song out on onto our radios. I think from tomorrow onwards. Din Raat Shal.
Thank you so much. Yeah, it's a pleasure. It's a pleasure to have my song on Bob's radio. Thank you so much.
Oh my God, I feel so happy. Thanks,
It's
yeah.
the
Thank you for
truth.
this chat. Thanks for this chat, and may all that you wish in terms of musical career come to life, and may we get to play a
Thank you
lot
so
more
much.
big tunes. And don't forget us when you go under a label.
Never. I mean, I I started my first song like with you guys, and it's special. So of course.
I mean, it's special, and also, you're the first artist who's come back with a new song to us. Uh,
Oh wow,
yeah. So
really?
initially, when we were about to play one of the bands from Pune, we couldn't push the songs in, but then they came with a new album and song, and we pushed it through to all of it together. But with you, it's been like what, 8 months, I'm guessing, since the last song came in, and now
Yeah,
you had two releases after Ulje Dil, Crawling Away and Din Raat Na.
Indrat.
So consistency is key, and we are happy to have this key along with us.
Thank you so much.
Thanks,
Thank you.
Bianca. All the best, and we look forward to more from you. Yeah.
Thank you.
Cheers.
Yes, thank you so much for having me.